Good morning. Any of you who know me know that I love unusual backgrounds for my cards. Today I'm going to start a series of backgrounds using things you can find around the home or in the toolbox. And the first thing I'm going to use is this drywall tape. This is perfectly made for making a background for a card. All you require is some drywall tape, cardstock, ink, a sponge, a stamp, another color of ink, and a brayer. This will make two different techniques. Now for the first technique, you're going to take a piece of cardstock and you're going to cut pieces of drywall tape and stick it on. Now because it's a grid shape, it's quite easy to line up. And besides, if you don't get it perfectly lined up, what's the difference? You're the only one who will know. There you go, you have your cardstock covered with drywall tape. Now take a contrasting ink. Because I love Halloween, I'm using Halloween colors. I'm using purple and green. And just sponge over top of what you've done. Now this isn't a really quick process, and you want to make sure that you have somewhat of an uneven covering. Now I know there are all kinds of background stamps out there, but we don't always have the exact background stamp we like. And besides, if you can use a household item, the cost is minimal, especially if you're only going to use it once. So what you're going to do here is make sure that you get the whole thing all sponged up. Or pretty close. Now this is hard on your sponges, so you might not be able to use it again afterwards. It really does chew them up, as you can see. Now for time's sake, we're going to say that this is pretty much done. And I think when we take it off, it will be. Now what you're going to do is peel off your drywall tape. Now it might break like this, it's not a big deal. And there you have a really cool background. All you have to do is ink up a stamp, and I'm using a tree stamp, a Halloween stamp. Ink it up, stamp it on your card, and isn't that cool? You're all set to make a Halloween card. Now the second technique using this drywall tape is a little bit different. What you're going to do is you're going to take a scrap piece of paper and stick some drywall tape down. It does have one sticky side. Doesn't really matter how it is. You're going to take your brayer. Bray it up good in ink. And ink over your drywall compound. Now you have to work fast. In fact, craft ink would work better because it does take a little bit longer to dry. Let's see if that's good enough. Take your piece of cardstock, whatever size you want, lie it down on there, and now you can press, but I've used another brayer because it really does push hard. And voila, you have a really, really cool background stamp. Now you have to be careful. See what I did? I put a line down the center because I didn't match them up. Ink up your stamp again. Stamp it down. And you're all set to make a card. I hope you've enjoyed this, and maybe you'll give it a try. Stay tuned for next time when I try some other household item. Thanks again. Bye.